Hello, this is Alec Kerr, the film critic for the Conway Daily Sun. Again, I want to apologize to my few regular viewers that I've just kind of not been updating regularly. I've just kind of gotten out of the habit and I need to get back into it. I'm planning on doing a giant review of 4 movies. I know it's a little bit of a cop-out, but I'm going to do that in the next couple days just so I can get kind of all this backlog of movies that I've seen out of the way so I can move on to getting some more newer reviews up. But what I want to do here is I got a request from somebody to do another review of The Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien. It's been a few months now. I reviewed the first episode when it first came out. And the reason I haven't really done another update review is because my opinion really hasn't changed. I think the show works. I think Conan O'Brien is he's still a funny guy, and I think he works in the Tonight Show format. He hasn't really changed his style or his humor. He may have toned it down a notch or two, but it's still the same Conan O'Brien that was on Late Night, and if you like Conan O'Brien on Late Night, you'll like it on The Tonight Show. And I was never really a big fan of Jay Leno as the Tonight Show host, and I'll get into that more when I review the new Jay Leno show, which starts next Monday. But yeah, Jay Leno never really did anything for me. And the thing is, I know Jay Leno is a very intelligent guy, but he seems to always dumb himself down for the show. But again, I will get into that next week. But yeah, I think Conan O'Brien is doing a good job. I know a lot of people were concerned that when he had to do more serious interviews, that he wouldn't be able to do it. And I will say this about Jay Leno, when he did have like a politician on there, he was able to, you know, kind of restrain his kind of pandering to lowest common denominator humor and do a very serious interview. And when Conan O'Brien had John McCain on, he was able to do the same thing. He was able to dial down his tendency to just go zany in an interview, and he did a good job interviewing John McCain. So I think that was really the only major concern people had about Conan O'Brien as the Tonight Show host, and I don't think that's really an issue at all. And I'm glad to see that Max Weinberg is still there. They're not really using him as much as they did as a comic foil, but still, it's nice to have him there. It's nice to have Andy Richter back. So really, these are all things I already said. So I definitely still like The Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien. I think it's an improvement over Jay Leno. I don't know if the ratings are really showing that because for whatever reason, I never understood Jay Leno had huge ratings, and he probably will again. But as I said, I will talk about that next Monday. And this is Alec, and keep watching.